Hey you, before the video starts, consider dropping a like, a comment, and maybe consider subscribing. This really does help the channel grow. On to the video. Hey guys, it's Maine here, back again with another IE review. Today we have Voxtin, aka on Twitch known as Audi443. So we're gonna jump into the review. We're not gonna talk about statues at all. If you know, you know. And we're just gonna look at other aspects of your account, just kind of talk about what you are doing and need to do a little bit better. Okay. Overall, Obols are a little bit over the place. I really recommend your family tab is more focused on drop rate. I think you should probably swap out the all stat ones more so in the multi-kill ones into pop Obols. The Cruck Obols and the Slush Skulls are obviously variable, and you can kind of swap those out as you need. It kind of depends what you're aiming to do with your character, but at least make sure you have the drop rate Sparkle Obol set and kind of just kind of there as a backup. Also, I don't know, is 5% the actual rerolled percent for the Cruck statue? Cruck Obol? I can't remember. Is 6%. So you can re-roll these up from 5 to 6%. Make sure to actually swap it over and actually upgrade these. I don't know if Toolbox actually accurately reflects that, but just make sure you do that. Just double check and just get that done. Go on to stamps. Your stamps are not too bad. I think again, like most of the end gamers, I think your big focus again is going to be on multi-tool stamp, on those other World 4 stamps like cooking efficiency. The ladle stamp. I mean the cooked meal stamp, and obviously the focus on resource stamps. So the the carry capacity stamps. I mean, so mason jar, the matty bag stamp, little mining bag stamp, choppy bag stamp, the bags ahead stamp, as well as bug sack stamp. Those ones are really important. Getting bug sack up to 224 or 228, something like that, is going to be able to potentially push you up to 230 multi-tool. The way you get the carry capacity needed is obviously getting a 90% cost reduction, a gilded stamp, level 13 of the venison malt vial, the one that reduces stamp cost reduction, the tremor worm material, as well as platinum ore, getting a lot of level 13 vials, equipping star signs for carry capacity, getting like level 100 in summoning so you can get increased star sign effect, or even level 120 to get you more carry capacity. Obviously, you're going to need the star sign doubler, a really high level of mason jar stamp, I think roughly like level 144, 152, something like that, gets you up near where you need to be, in addition to bug sack stamp. Also, the rucksack prayer, really important for giving you more carry capacity so you can fit more dust motes and eventually upgrade multi-tool stamp at 230. 230 is effectively the last legitimate no stamp left behind way to level breakpoint for multi-tool stamp. If you didn't have no stamp left behind, essentially 230 is the maximum level of multi-tool stamp, is what I'm saying. So you should aim for that. Even if it gets hit by no stamp left behind, I think you should still aim for that, because carry capacity is something nice to have in the end game, and there's no reason not to get it, especially since it's so resource the opposite of intensive, not resource intensive. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. But that's a goal for you to try to hit. It's a really nice goal because it helps flesh out your account. Owl. Okay, so Owl, I would highly recommend trying to get to Mega Feather 16. 17 is something that'll take a little bit of time, but that's also something you can push. But this gives you more drop rate. This gives you more all stat, damage, skill EXP. Of all those upgrades, obviously drop rate is the most important one out of all of those. So definitely try to push Mega Feather 16 so you can get up into the 60-70% drop rate, which is basically free and takes almost none of your time realistically. Use Toolbox as a great indicator for when you can do a Mega Feather reset. Right now you can, so I'd highly recommend trying to do that. Overall, let's look at your characters. I did mention this on a more recent account review, but you should try to push up your character's class EXP. There are some classes here I see that could be a lot higher. Your Deathbringer, for example, should be nearing level 600. Your other DK right here is only 525. That's really easy to get up. Your Siegebreaker is only 535. Your other Elemental Sorcerer is only at 526. A lot of these levels are really, really easy for you to upgrade, or rather to get up to level 600. Just 600 across the board, across all your characters, is a really good milestone to hit. Not because it does anything special for your account, but it just kind of helps you prep for the new master classes are going to come out, because the more levels your character has, the more talent points they have, which means your talent point distribution for these master classes are a lot easier to manage. Obviously, I see that your maximum talent is at 363 right now. I imagine you're probably missing some of the winter summoner wins bonuses from the Winds Lantern. You could be missing out on minimum talent levels either through linking to Arctis, not enough divinity level. ES level's fine, but you could be missing out on some of those minimum talent level upgrades that you could have. I don't know if you have the pet companion, the Rift Slug, but that also gives you like 25 minimum talent levels. Mastery 3 could be another thing you're missing. There's a few things that you could be missing for minimum talent level that are, again, going to be pretty important for you to grind and flesh out. But that's definitely something you can do right now, Audie. But yeah, definitely leveling up your character is going to be good to help you progress and get eventually at the level 2. Just be kind of prepped for the master classes, and specifically your Deathbringer. That might be something you want to do, getting to level 600 plus, equipping EXP food. Maybe do it now, as maybe do it now before the update comes out, because you can get more class EXP right now than you from potions. Moving on, equipment. How's your equipment looking? Equipment is looking pretty good. You have God Shard in most of your characters. You even have God Shard tools. I think the next big thing you want to do is I think the next thing you want to do is get your skulls up into God Shard and get your traps up into God Shard, like really important. Like it's can't, guys, I can't. It's so fucking bad. God Shard traps getting level 120 trapping. An easy way to actually farm out trapping EXP is actually going to be doing farming. The more base critters that you have, the more trapping EXP you get. So base critters actually provide you a huge multiplier, rather increase to trapping EXP. So grinding out shiny pets for the base critters, I believe the sticks, as well as there's one other one that does base critters. I don't know. Look it up here. Inbreeding. This is a good source of base critters. You have Octodars. Octodars and sticks are the ones for base critters, but also farming. Farming, the crop depot gives you some not pet rate, but base critters right here. This one right here. You're only at 21, which means you're relatively low in the crop grind, but you are sub 10 minutes in farming, which is really, really good. Honestly, I don't know if this is taken just after your reset, but make sure to actually grind up the first crop and just kind of go down the line doing the first basic crop and stuff. Actually, you know what? Maybe not recommend yet, but soon. Actually, you're pretty close to being able to do trial pairs just after reset. So trial pairs 180. Idleon farming. This video right here is pretty crucial for getting faster farming, but this is essentially the guide and the kind of progression you want to do with farming. So he just collected all of his magic crops. He's locking the first crop here, and then he's planting 6 plots for basic, 6 plots for earthy, bulbo, all that stuff. I'll link this video in the chat right here so you can go watch it. I do link it in most of the videos. I try to, at least. Trial Pairs is the guy who made this video. Really, really good. Look up this video. This is really good. Honestly, like and comment. Thank you, Trial Pairs. Super goated. Godsend to the community heart. Everyone go comment. Love Trial Pairs. He's great. This is a great video. Honestly, this is the new meta for farming. If you're at this stage of farming, do that before you do the actual reset. Obviously, watch the video in its entirety, but you don't collect those crops until after you do the bean trade-in. That helps you set up for success when you do the full reset. So you don't start off with basically like a 10-minute growth time on the basic, earthy, and so on crops. You start off pretty easily in like the 10-second range, which means you can grind out the 100k really, really, really quickly. So do that when you do the bean reset. Helps you get to farming things a lot faster. But mostly what you want to focus on right now is a lot of stronger vines. Getting this to 440 right now is really, really important. 440 is a breakpoint for a guaranteed +5, +6 crops or something like that. But every X 40%, so 40%, 140%, 240, 340, 440, guarantees an extra crop, assuming you bought all the Instagrow generators. Obviously, also trying to grind out nutritious soil, getting this to a higher level into like level 200, for example, to give you more growth speed is really, really good. Biology boost is a little extra increase to crop evolution chance, which overall isn't that significant, but it's still pretty important. Product doubler, even though it's not really that great for crop value, Oh, someone subbed. Thank you for the sub. I didn't get the notification. I apologize. But yeah, product doubler is actually really, really good and goated and really important, primarily because it helps you get to the 10,000x value GMO, the value multiplier much quicker. Product doubler doesn't necessarily show in the tooltip when you look at actual skill info, but it does factor into crop value. So what I recommend is try to get product doubler up to like 300%, maybe like 320, because it'll help you get to 10,000x value multiplier a lot faster, as opposed to having to rely solely on value GMO. It's just another great way to get crop value. More beans, this is obviously really, really important. Get this even to like 300%, so you get more magic beans on trade-in, so you can focus on upgrading the night market a little bit more, you know, getting more Evo GMO, getting more speed GMO, maxing out super GMO, EXP GMO, that stuff. OG fertilizer, you want to get this like 3x, so you have higher OG capacity, or the ability to OG more. And value GMO, I think getting it at 2% is a good stopping point, and you don't have to upgrade it from there. But once you kind of get all those ones up there, speed GMO like 30%, the main focus is just going to be straight into evolution GMO to try to push into the 190, 200, 210 crops. Even the only thing that's really going to impact that is evolution GMO, to be completely honest with you. So your big focus is just as much Evo GMO as you can. Resetting as like even daily would help you push at least like one crop every few days or so. 230 crops, I think, is the new maximum, is really, really hard and practically impossible for most people. So even getting to like 200 to 210 crops is a really good thing and really good accomplishment milestone you should aim for down the road. But all that being said, the more crops you find, the more base critters you get, the more trapping EXP you get, which means you can get your characters to trapping 120 much faster. And obviously try to retrap more often and do the V-Man XP snapshot. So use the Maestro transfusion talent for skill EXP. Make sure you have the skill EXP prayer on at the cost of skill efficiency, and just retrap on nature traps, 20-hour nature traps on turtles to get more trap EXP. And then you can claim via the trapper vacuum, and that's completely fine. You'll get the EXP on your characters, and your trapping level is going to start skyrocketing from there. So there's that. Let's move on to cooking. I think this is also something that might help. The critter meal doesn't impact your EXP, but there's other meals that are obviously really important, and I think you should focus on trying to upgrade these meals with ladles, because I think your no meal left behind is kind of being inefficient right now. You don't even have Nyan burger, so that's something you should probably push toward in the terms of World 6. So you should probably focus on some of the damage stamps here, or sorry, the damage meals here, or even just what other stuff can you really really do? Like damage meals are really important. Just generally try to upgrade your meals overall. I would probably get a stack of like 100 ladles, to be completely honest with you. Go through each meal one by one, maybe even 50 if 100 is too much for you, but one meal at a time, using 100 stack, trying to get those up. You'll probably get like an extra like 100 meal levels, which means blood marrow from the V-Man. That talent is going to kick in and give you even more meal cooking speed, which means you need to go reladle your meals again, do another 100 stack, go through all your meals and just upgrade them. But obviously, with farming overall, Nyan burger is going to help a ton, because this gives you a decent chunk of crop evolution chance. Also, you're going to get another meal that's diamond for diamond chef, or diamond plate for diamond chef, and then level 30 for fluoride, and then you're going to get more levels in that, which translates to more blood marrow, which means more meal cooking speed. Also, I didn't really check where you are in World 6. So where are you in World 6? You're at the end. You just, hold on, have you not completed the spice battle? Is that what I'm assuming? You just haven't gotten the spice yet. So you're soon going to get the spice. So this is going to help you a ton with farming. So maybe wait to do your reladling until you get this meal. This will probably take you a little bit of time. I don't know. It seems like you're hitting the foraging, like you have the power to do this. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So good luck on that. Yeah, but once you get that meal unlocked, getting it to 11, getting it to 13, getting it to 30, just using like one ladle on it, it's going to really skyrocket its level. You want to be a little bit efficient about your no meal left behind, and making sure it's not hitting meals that take less than like 100 ladles to, not even taking less than 10,000 ladles to upgrade is my milestone. Maybe 1,000 for you is a good milestone, but you don't want your meals that you can ladle get hit by no meal left behind, essentially is what I'm saying. Okay, do you at least have all the shiny pets at 5? At 8? not quite 8. I would focus on the ones that are shiny pet level up rate. This isn't too significant of an increase for shiny pets, but this does increase a little bit. Also, you're only at 274x on the faster shiny pet level up rate. Again, farming is going to help with this pretty significantly. It's one of the bigger increases. The summoning battle win bonus is something you might need to focus on, so that might come in the form of artifact grinding. Never mind. Maybe pristine charm is what you're missing. It could be potentially. No, you have that. Were you missing? Do you have 299 on your talent library? Yeah, 295 here. Yeah, the lamp as well, but 298. So you're missing one. Are you missing something summoning wise? Chat, I need help here. What bonuses are there to winner bonuses in summoning? The achievement. Yes, possibly. Are you missing the achievement? What achievement? Task board, achievements, world 6. Oh, wow. Merit shop. It seems like you do have the achievement. It could be merit shop. You're missing this. No, World 5 is the minimum talent level. I think this could be why you're not hitting 299 on the max talent book, because you have the pristine charm, you have the lantern at Sovereign. So this is the only thing I can think of that you're missing out on winner bonuses that could impact your talent library. Get this up to 10%, finish this merit as soon as you possibly can, and then just the rest of the points, honestly, I would probably put into the farming one and then the rest into talent. So what tasks are you missing from World 6 that you should do? OG, obviously doing farming is going to help with this. So it's not too terrible. This just takes a little bit of time. Focusing on justice and getting summoning essence boost is going to help you get these points here. And again, just focusing on farming is going to help with this. So you should be in a good position to actually do this. If you do, just spend a little bit more time grinding these out, be a little bit mindful and try to finish these out. So getting like 10 mil on each crop is probably going to help you finish this stream. Just doing some more bean grinding, some magic bean grinding to help you get to more OG fertilizer upgrades is going to help you with this. Just progressing sneaking ever so slightly, progressing your gemstone grinding. Getting meteorite is going to help a ton with this, so I'd recommend picking up some meteorites and sneaking, trying to farm out aquamarine. That should really help with this task board achievement thing. And just like I said, more justice is going to help with the essence total numbers here and stuff. Assaults and sneaking are sort of a wall for you right now. Perfect, let's talk about them then. Okay, you're doing the good thing. I think what you should do is probably get 3 more characters with double lotus flowers. I think 3 more characters to help you push out your farming setup would help you a ton. I would also recommend just are you trying to break down the wall right now? Okay, I assume you're mastery 2 right now, right? Yeah, you're mastery 2, which means you should really focus probably. Yeah, I think what you should do is you should go back down on to the first mastery, and you should grind out the gemstones a little bit more. I think you should get the gemstones each up to 5k. Well, first of all, your first priority should be grinding up meteorites. You want meteorites on all your characters, not all the characters, but 6 of the characters. You want double meteorites, and then you want lotus flowers on the other 4. Maybe consider getting meteorites for them. It just depends kind of what your sneaking is. If on the aquamarine floor you're at 0% stealth and you have all meteorites on all characters, perfect, fine, do that. But you want your sneaking percent to be at 0. You want gloves on all your characters so you can try to find the meteorites. Meteorites give you a lot of item find chance, and that's kind of how you grind out some of the aquamarine, and it makes this grind a lot faster. You see I'm getting a lot of I claim like every 30 minutes, or I try to, and I'm really progressing my Aquamarine. I personally am going for 100k. That's a little crazy. You don't have to go for 100k, but at the very least try to go for like 2k to 5k, and that'll help you with sneaking a ton. As well, Starite is really good. Eventually you're going to get the gold relic, this one right here. Actually, trash items is off. This is a Mastery 2 gold charm. This gives you total stealth. This is incredibly good for helping you progress Mastery 2, and it's kind of what breaks you through into Mastery 3, to be completely honest with you. And then you'll eventually get this for more action speed, and this for more Jade Coin and more nunchuck damage, etc. But those are the kind of things you want to aim for. Gemstones are incredibly important for helping you in that grind, so please do the gemstone grinding, and that'll help you progress a little bit faster. So more Aquamarine, more Garnet, more Starite, and eventually in Mastery 2, when you do get there, grinding out Moissanite to at the very least like 1k to 5k is going to help you push Mastery 2 into Mastery 3. But again, another thing that's really going to help with sneaking percent is farming. Actually, farming actually gives you a ton. Gems at breakpoints. I mean, you still get some sneaking percent if you were to grind out gemstones. It's not like you get 19k and then nothing happens when you hit 10 mil. But yeah, 10k is roughly 90%. 100k is 99% for the gemstones. That's kind of like where you want to stop. Anyways, farming and Deathbringer grinding are going to help you a ton with sneaking, because the more farming levels you have, it helps a ton with your sneaking percent. Fractal Island does help, but it's like, isn't it like 75k nothing hours? So you're not going to get that anytime soon whatsoever. So I wouldn't focus on Fractal Island. I think that's the most inefficient thing you could possibly do right now. I think instead doing some more doing more farming is going to help you. 40k, sorry, my bad. Doing more farming is going to help you absolute tons when it comes to stealth percent. This Seed of Stealth is incredibly strong, like 23% stealth per farming level. Right now I'm at 400 plus farming levels. That's alone giving me 8,000% stealth percent. That's insane. So this, combined with Aquamarine, combined with all the other things I talked about, are going to help push you into Mastery 3 pretty easily. Speaking of Deathbringer, okay, I mean, you hit the meal, obviously. Like I mentioned, with your current Deathbringer level at 587, I think it's getting it to 600, I think, is going to be enough for you to consider grinding out Villager Extracurricular, because like I said, the new Cavern update is going to be coming out, or when this video comes out, maybe it's already out. So Villager Extracurricular is going to be a good multiplier to getting to Cavern 11 through 15 if you're not there in your Explorer yet. But, you know, just more Villager XP is going to help you when the new Villager comes out, the new Studier, Librarian, whatever that does. Leveling it up is going to help you hopefully progress the whole. I don't know what it's going to do right now. This is recorded before that update. Okay, lamp, you have at least the important ones. Like I said, I think infinite resources is something you should probably put into, especially when the new whole update comes out. Whenever that new resources should get affected by that. Justice, I think obviously the pretty important thing is definitely focusing on lamp wishes. Lamp wishes are going to help you just overall progress the whole and other aspects of your account. Getting infinite resources, I think you want to get this to a point where the wish cost is like 5 initially, and then when you have more wishes per day, up to like the 10, 12, 15x, start focusing on getting it to 10 wish cost. That way you can upgrade it and then focus on some of the other stuff. Maybe World 6 wish is something you want to focus on for more next crop chance, and again for more stealth. This is also a really good increase to stealth percent that you could put your wishes into. So kind of flip-flopping between infinite resources and World 6 wish is definitely something you could do. Gaming, I hope you have the super bit. Okay, you do. Perfect. I mean, I think you're at this is kind of the point when you want to talk to yourself and say, do you really care about gaming enough to grind out and get into purple bits? Completely up to you. There's not really a point to you right now, but in a future update, gaming might become more important. So I don't think it's necessarily that bad of an idea to do a little bit of gaming every single day, just again to kind of progress your account and get a higher nugget. Getting it to like 100 mil nugget, I think that's fine. That's a good stopping point for now, and then worry about it later at a different point. You definitely have some slab grinding to do. You have some party dungeon stuff you can do. You have some obol grinding you can do. You have some stuff you can craft. You just need to equip this star sign to be able to drop Sanic Ring. So there's that. So maybe some trophy grinding. It seems you have Idle Skiller trophy. You had the boost food. You have Nebula Royal. We don't talk about the other ones. You have some of the World 6 hats to farm out. There's a little bit of this and that to kind of worry about and try to get. Battles at 58. Summoning, when you're at this stage of endless summoning, it's kind of just get lucky. Glass Cannon is really just the get lucky kind of wall when it comes to Idleon. So I really have no advice. You just need to get lucky, hopefully find some Sparkies. Sparkies are the things that's going to break you through into higher summoning levels. But in terms of upgrades, just get damage at this point. Just damage is all you need. Hello, camera. There you go. Divinity. You may want to consider doing some divinity grinding. Minimum talent level is affected by divinity level and the level of your big P bubble. Those two make up what increases your minor link bonus to the gods. I mean, with only 258 big P, I would consider putting atoms into this. Get this to like 1,000 or maybe even 2,000. The minor link bonus is incredibly important. Even if you do not have Doot, you still have Pocket Divinity in the hole. So linking all of your characters to Arctis is really important for getting you those minimum talent levels. And this just helps boost those bonuses and get you more minimum talent levels, which, you know, just generally is really good for your account for skill efficiency, damage, Deathbringer grinding, or other master classes when they come out. Really, really important upgrade here. Okay. Good, you have P-Pod and iodized. Find new cycle. This isn't bad. I would consider putting 4 more characters on the tropes, more drop rate. Emoji Veggie is also good. This also increases your drop rate indirectly, as well as other things. Yeah, definitely Emoji Veggie, definitely Trove. Really, really important. Oh, envelope pile. How did I skip that? Envelope pile is really, really good, especially when we go back to talking about multi-tool stamp. This is going to make it easier to get multi-tool stamp up to 210, 220, 230. In fact, it's crucial for 230. Yeah, I see you also have some vials left to grind. So do these now. I think I've talked about this ad infinitum this stream. So do the soul grind right now. In the next 10 minutes, I want to see these vials done. I mean, with the wave count, especially with Frosty Firefight, equip Soulable Gum on your character and do this right now. Trapping less so. I mean, there's not really food effect for trapping, but there is food effect for Soulable Gum. So do this right now. You can finish these vials in the next 10 seconds, but if you wait a week, good fucking luck, pal. Okay. Okay, good. You have Equinox symbols. So definitely, oh, this is the other minimum talent level that you're missing. So Equinox symbols is the best thing you should focus on. Do not upgrade anything else. Don't put points into Food Lust. All of your attention into Equinox symbols. This is an incredibly powerful, is the best, maybe tied with Liquid Vestment for the best upgrade in Equinox right now. Right. Your shrines are something else that you should absolutely grind out right now. Not that there's any time gate or any focus on it right now. Just upgrading these shrines are going to give you more refinery cycle speed, which you mentioned earlier. You're struggling with salts, so to help you with that, getting more refinery cycle speed is going to help you with that. construction, the more building levels you have, the more multiplicative build rate and the more multiplicative refinery cycle speed you get. So right now your refinery is obviously struggling. You're at 39 seconds. You can get this down to 33 or even 32 seconds, and the synthesis cycle down even further just by upgrading your construction. So definitely do that. It's going to help you a ton in decreasing the amount of time it takes for you to upgrade your red salts and help you rebalance. Holy shit, your salts are fucked, dude. And it's going to help you a ton in rebalancing your salt production. So definitely do some construction grinding, grind out those shrines, get them to a higher level, and that'll help you with refinery cycle speed. Also, doing it, like I said, if you don't have Doot, linking to Omnifal as one of the pocket divinity links to help you claim refinery cycles every 15% chance across your characters. It's going to help you a ton. If you do have Doot, just remember to claim AFK time on your characters to help you progress refinery. But turning these salts off is definitely a good idea to help you rebalance it. Turn them on eventually. I would honestly consider getting your red salts like level 75 before you consider turning on red salts, or sorry, orange salts, because you are royally screwed right now. It's going to take you days, weeks, months even to fix your salts right now. So good luck. They can be fixed. It's just going to take some time. So not too much of a worry. I would, controversial opinion, I would legitimately consider spending Kilroy skulls on instant refinery cycles. Trapping power means nothing. Yeah, Omnifal would definitely help. Okay, I'm going to stop there. So Voxtin, Ani, thank you for the account. I think you have decent amount of stuff to work on. Farming is going to help a ton overall with your account progress, especially when getting on the Vial grind for critters specifically. But it's generally going to help with like shiny pets, with meal speed, with drop rate. It's obviously really good, and gaming evo. Your sneaking is going to get boosted by farming. So focusing on farming a lot is going to help you and push. Is going to really help you push sneaking as well, and just doing some more gemstone grinding with sneaking is going to help you push into mastery 3 eventually when you get the gold charm for sneaking percent, as well as for the gemstone. The moissanite is going to help you with sneaking as well. So just kind of focusing on farming is going to help you cycle into focusing on sneaking. Doing the world 6 wish as well as the infinite resource wish for the lamp and the hole is going to help you a ton with that. Trying to spend more putting more characters. Actually, I didn't really talk about this, but make sure that your bravery is the very least at 10k hours. So 10k hours is something you want to do for bravery, and then once you have 10k, getting to 24k in justice, and that'll help you with the monuments, kind of grinding that out. Justice is really easy to get a lot of monument AFK gain, eventually the justice bonus multi, which means you get more lamp wishes, you get more summoning essence gain, you get more harp note gain, catching efficiency, artifact find chance, that kind of stuff. So doing 10k in bravery and then 24k in justice is the kind of priority list you should do, and that'll help you just generally progress the whole a little bit faster. So good luck on that. Thank you for the account. Overall, pretty good. You avoided a crash and burnout, so that was fun. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Hey guys, thank you so much if you do support me on YouTube and or Twitch. I really appreciate your support. Have a great day. Bye.